Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. It's been a small amount of time since I last played this. And, well, I might have screwed up a little bit and possibly have deleted an episode I was going to do a voiceover of. But all it really was me getting a few satellites in orbit. Now, I tried getting these into a 120 degree variation. I don't think I put the right parts on to actually do that, though. I'm pretty sure that I'm screwing it up a little bit. I'm thinking maybe what I'm supposed to do. See, the satellites have been confusing for me, the antennas. I'm thinking what I'm supposed to be doing is just putting this reflectron on there. And using one of these. Because the antenna I have on there right now are these Communitron 32s, which have a 5, what is that, megameter? And this has a lot more. So I'm thinking I was supposed to be putting these on and then slapping these on top of that. So pretty much I just am a bit of a failure when it comes to those communication satellites. But that's okay, I will fix that on my own off camera because I don't really have anything to talk about when I'm doing that, because I just am a bit derp. So what am I going to be doing today then if I'm not going to be launching anything? Because I'm not launching anything until I have communication satellites in orbit. Well, I decided that there's this stuff from one of the mods that I don't know how to use. So we are going to just throw something out there. Let's see. What do I want to put out here? I think I will just take one of these and I will empty it of everything. Alright. And then we're going to go to structural. I think this is what you're supposed to do. Or maybe I don't have those parts. Maybe they're in utility. Shielded docking port, that's not what I want. Big battery. How big is it? That's a pretty big battery. And this is a battery fuselage. It's a little bit different. But the mod I'm looking at is the... oh blast, what is it called? It's the stuff that adds all these ports and hooks and pipes and that stuff. Let's see. Endpoint for building pipes from EVA can be used for linking different vessels, useful for making ground bases and transferring resources. Okay, so we're going to put one of these on right here. And we'll put... oh, this is for towing. That's not what we want. This is a hook support. This is a strut end support. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're going to be messing around with all this stuff and figuring out what it is actually useful for. Let's see. Oh, this is another one. A ground pylon. Let's see, simple part that can be used as a support for attaching stuff. Wow, that's actually pretty dang big. Let's go ahead and just put that thing right on top, and we're gonna get some ladders then. I don't really have much in the way of ladders, do I? No, I don't have most of my mobility enhancer stuff. That's alright. Actually, if I go to structure, do I have... No, I don't. I thought I might have unlocked the... God darn it, my brain can't work! The structure panels. Why did it take so long to think of that? Jeesh. I have issues. I have issues with thinking. Nah. We'll just use those ladders. I wonder if that will work, if they'll be able to climb up there. Alright, so now we're going to add some solar panels so that this thing is actually able to stay functional. This isn't going to be flying at all, this is just for experimenting, for finding out how this stuff works. Since this is going to be the only action group, toggle, 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 and toggle. There. Anything just for funsies? Throw on some engines just for fun. Nope. Actually, let's not do that, because that's going to be in the way of the ladders, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's launch this, and it's going to be sitting here on the pad. And then we're going to go over to the hangar area, and we're going to try to make a ground vehicle to deliver fuel to it, to see how well that works. Oh, I forgot to put on a communication device anyway, so I can't actually extend the panels. Can I? I can! Okay. I didn't think I'd be able to, just because, you know, not anywhere, no communication devices, but I guess that'll work. Okay, so let's go to the Space Center then. And let's work on a sort of maintenance vehicle, I guess. Now this is going to have to be pretty low to the ground, I realize, because, well, we only have... Actually, I don't think it'll have to be low at all. Let's see. We do have a bunch of wheels of different varieties. These aren't really rover wheels, though, so I don't know how well this is actually going to end up working out for me. I might be trying to figure this stuff out before I'm actually able to figure it out. That battery fuselage fits on here pretty good. Passenger fuselage. It's pretty conveniently placed, I guess. Actually, the passenger fuselage has a ladder built on it that kind of goes down a little bit. Not really far enough, though, so... oh well. Let's see. So we need fuel to transfer over. I think we'll just use this because I'm not sure what else I would put on here. Let's see. Not sure what I want to put on the front, but I think that's where I'll put this thing. I think. Now this thing is container type A and it says oh, that's what the mod was. Kerbal attachment system or something like that. A cast dedicated container for storing grabbable parts. Right click to edit its contents. Okay, so this is a lot of stuff. There's a ground pylon. So I guess I can put ground pylons down myself. And let's see. It can store 40 units of weight. I don't know how much weight it actually is. Or is that size? Okay, it can store 40 size. Alright. Let's see, so you can bring stuff to set up solar panels. That's pretty cool. Pods, propulsion, control, aero, utility. It's utility that we want to look at the most. But it doesn't look like there's actually pipes in here, so perhaps this stuff isn't exactly useful. Oh well, we will... Let's bring some extra stuff. What's this anchor for? I don't know, let's add it. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'm doing it. And I'll add... that's actually not going to allow me to add any more stuff, is it? Let's remove the anchor then. We'll add the pipe. And the strut. 2 strut endpoints. And 2 pipes. That'll be good enough. Now how do I get rid of this thing? There we go. Excuse me, if you just heard that. Alright, so we have some fuel that we're going to transfer over. So let's put a pipe endpoint. Hey, pipe endpoint. We'll put it here. Yeah, that should work. Okay, now let's add this. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to reach this thing. I may have to move it. Let's put it down here for now. That's not center. The pipe endpoint I'm leaving off-center because I want to make sure it can actually get used. I don't know. Don't question it. You're better off not questioning the insanity I am trying to figure out. Fighter tail gear, heavy duty landing gear. How does this look? I don't think that'll work. So what if I took one of these and put it on the side? That should probably help out. There. And then I can take one of those landing gears So now I could have it up this high, or I could put it on the side and rotate it. Now, I'm not sure why I did that the long way. There. That should make sure that is perfectly where it needs to be. We'll do that, and now we need to add some solar panels. This is a much different episode than I'm sure people are used to seeing from me. Yeah, depending on how much people actually watch me and care. Alright. That should have plenty of solar power to function, I hope. I'm not sure about the drop distance. I have seen Jebediah die from a height that's probably better than this. There. So now, is this container... is this good enough? You know what? Let's put it up here. Alright, now make sure it still has its contents. Yes, it does. Good. Close that. Okay, so that's above the wheels now, so... Alright, let's launch this thing and we'll see if we are able to drive it forward at all. Now, I realize this is going to be a little bit difficult to get off the runway because, well, it is the runway. And it does have those edges. All the wheels are still intact. That is in such a bad spot. Because this is covering it up perfectly. Huh. Increase steering, decrease steering, dynamic steering. I have no idea what those are. So, am I just rolling or do I have control? Let's see. Enable motor. Hey, I can drive this thing. This is going to take a long while. And I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to get off the runway with this thing. This is not a good designed vessel. It'd be nice if there was like a smooth ramp off the runway that I could use. As it is, there seems to be pretty much only, a large drop. Come on, turn. Okay, maybe if I toggle steering. There we go. Steering true. I'm learning. Toggle steering. Ah, that's much better. So, let's see if we can get off of the runway without damaging our precious cargo. Hey, we actually are in a pretty gentle slope area. Okay, let's not take it too fast. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. So I take it if I enable these motors, we'll be able to go a lot faster. Enable motor. I don't think that actually increased our speed very much. Oh well. Let's see. Can I accelerate a little bit? This'll do, I guess. Ah, it's so far away. Let's see, 1.3 kilometers. We're traveling at nearly 5 meters per second. You know what? I guess this isn't too bad. Oh, take it easy. Do not go up that too fast because we don't want to knock off our cargo. So the reason I'm taking the time to learn this Kerbal attachment system stuff is because eventually I'm going to need to make some mining operations. So I want to make a pretty efficient mining operation that can support life, essentially, to an extent. And the key to doing that, I feel, is going to be able to link up pipes and struts and bring about replacement parts in case things like go horribly wrong and something explodes. And I can probably slow down time a bit now. I didn't even need to go up this thing. Oh well, I did it anyway. Why would they bother having it go up at all? Just to go back down, to go back up. Surely it'd be much more efficient to just, I don't know, keep it flat until you're at the point you want to be, or just raise it all up gradually. I don't know. Anyway, we are here now. Let's park this thing. Lock the brakes. Jebediah, you need to hop out, and you are going to be our first mechanic. There we go. Scroll in a little bit. So, what do we do here? I might not be in the best position for that pipe. Let's see. Open container. Ooh, sound effect. Let's take out one of these ground pylons. I am Jebediah, the Turtle Man. Oh, that has got to be really heavy on Kerbal. So I suppose my first question is, okay, B and N to rotate it. Oh, this is pretty cool. And then I can drop it if I want to. And grab it again with the G key. That's cool. Press E-chap, space, mouse 2. I don't know what E-chap is. What's E-chap? Alright, let's store this thing. Now this looks pretty cool. I can actually grab the entire container and carry everything I want. Then I can open the container. I could take something. That's cool. Cool. This is a really clever mod. I should have been using this a lot sooner. So let's see. I think we'll keep all this stuff to experiment elsewhere. So let's go over here. Link. Okay. So now I have a pipe attached to me. And oops, not attach. Link. Aha! So now we have pipes. And I can clip through them. Awesome! So now how do you get the fuel to go to here? Let's try switching. Can I not control this thing right now? I guess I can't. Or is it counting as the same vessel because of the... Okay, so now that they're like that... Cool! I can transfer this stuff out, and the camera will start following the fuel? It does follow the fuel. That is so weird. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So now if I go over here, I can right-click and unlink it. And now they're separate vessels again. Awesome! This is such a good mod! I'm surprised I haven't seen Scott Manley using this stuff, because it is great. Or Enter Elysium. I hope to see them using this in the future, because this is pretty cool. And knowing Scott Manley and Enter Elysium, they both can create amazingly complex structures with this. Now, maybe Elysium can use the cast system to make some sort of moon base for a war or something. Can I hop back in? Ow. Okay, maybe if I get a running jump. I think I have stranded this vehicle now. Oh, I had a grab there for a moment. Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so let's try something different then. Since I can't take this anywhere else, I'm going to take this ground pylon. Let's close this up. And we're going to set it down right there. Alright. Stick with me. Now let's take this pipe. Actually, let's not take this pipe. Let's drop this pipe end. I want to see if I can just directly attach the pipe to this. No. Okay, but I can keep the pipe on me and... Okay. Attach it here. Well, that was an interesting sound. And then we link it up there. And then we grab the other pipe end. No, not the container. I screwed up! Open container. Take the other pipe end. Link, attach to here, and link. And now we have a sort of median in the way here. Okay. And then, oh, from there, we are able to transfer. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Essentially, it's like docking to another ship, but without having to try to dock. So by doing this, you can actually set up a moon base without having to use a very weirdly constructed vessel to transfer all the fuel and stuff around for you. You can forgo that one vessel and just set up a whole load of these things. This has got me thinking of some pretty interesting ideas for a moon base. Okay, let's revert the flight to the spaceplane hangar. I don't know what that's going to do with the pipes I placed. So, if I wanted to, I could set up a storage shed on the moon that has a whole bunch of those things. Alright, let's just recover that. There we go. So that's pretty cool. I like this. This is so awesome. Essentially, you could actually use those strut connectors to make your spacecraft a lot more stable when you are docking things together. That is probably the best thing that this thing is offering you right now. So like say I have just a random spacecraft like this just sitting here, and do I even have docking ports? I don't think I do yet, do I? I do have docking ports. So let's say that you just got a spacecraft sitting here and you want to dock something to this. Well, in order to make it easier for things to actually stay attached and not go all spaghetti while it's hurtling around the surface of the planet, you can take these strut endpoints and like put it there and have another one on your spaceship, and you just hop out of your ship and you go over, you connect, you grab the strut you want to drag over and just attach it, and you are much more solid. That is probably a very good thing to do. Okay, so we have that figured out. Now we have these winches. I'm not sure what those do, but I'm guessing you can use these winches, or winches? Would it be winches? Yeah, I think it's winches. You can use these winches to... I have experimented with this stuff before. You can use the winches to connect to these connector ports, and then you can pull the object towards you, which can make docking a lot easier as well, because you can set it up so that rather than trying to thrust directly at your ship with SAS, or not SAS, RCS, you can set it up so you have a winch pushing everything forward. Alright, so let's see. I do have a comsat delivery vessel that I can show you what I used to set up those communication satellites that are completely worthless. This is it. A lot different than what I made before, isn't it? Yes, I learned that it's probably much better to have the comsats on the front, so the weight is pretty much constant. Though I do question whether this is the best idea for me or not. Yeah, I think this is probably the best way for me to do it. So let's take this part off, and we're going to tweak our satellite design. We're going to remove this stuff. And I'm not going to actually be sitting here and... Oh yeah, that's a strut. Remove the strut, because we will be replacing that. I'm going to be doing the satellite launch off camera again, because I just can't think of anything to say while I'm doing it anymore. I've done it so much that my brain just stopped functioning. Okay, so I think all I need to do is put that on, and that will automatically receive by default. So yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I think. I hope. Actually, let's go back. Because the satellites do have these communication dishes, but I suppose the big question is... Why did that show there was a line through here? These don't seem to be in range. Okay, let's fly one of these. What is the range? There we go. So the omni range is 5 megameters. That's 5,000 kilometers, right? So why aren't these connected then? Like I want them to be. So now it sucks because I can't actually see how far away they are. Or I can. That says 4,898. Yeah, I think what I was doing wrong is relying on these things when I should... See, I did this when I was kind of sleepy, and I didn't think about doing this. So I might actually be able to do this without sending up another group of satellites. So all I would have to do is drop these orbits a little bit so that they are getting a little bit out of sync so that this one can get further ahead, and I think that will end up working. Shouldn't this have... I thought I had 2. There it is. This one is apparently No, this isn't active. We will point this one at ComSat C and activate that. Okay. So I need to point retrograde. This is a very disorganized episode. I'm terribly sorry about that. I didn't really plan on doing the satellite part. I just wanted to figure out what we were doing with the Kerbal attachment stuff. There, let's drop it to that. Let's see, what is the difference of this? I can't really quite tell. I think I want to burn prograde just a little bit. Stop going so fast. There we go. There, I think that is the correct angle we want. Alright, so things are about to get a little bit wonky with our satellite's orbits, and I'm not sure how well this is going to work for ComSat C. And I have lost all communication with ComSat A. See, this is what I was afraid of happening. And now we're on the dark side of Kerbin, so we have no electric charge. So now we have no electrical charge and no communication. So I can't actually do anything now. See, I thought the Omni antenna would actually allow me to... Oh, I have communications. I have communications with ComSat C anyway. No communication with ComSat A, even though ComSat A is pointing directly at the satellite. And the satellite has an Omni antenna sticking out of it, so that it should be picking up a signal no matter what, right? Right? Am I just mistaken on how these antennas work? I'm gonna have to go and copy Scott Manley's design for these satellites, because I just can't figure it out myself. Which sucks, because getting these up in the original position they were at took me... How long did it take me? 2 hours of messing around trying to figure out why I couldn't communicate in a perfect triangle. So yeah, that's going to be an episode. I have a lot of work to do to get satellites actually working. It sucks because it's not going as intuitively as you would think it is. Yeah, this is now at a distance of 6,039,000 meters, or 6,000 kilometers. Which, you know, it's well within the range of the radar one. I mean, you would think that if it's got an antenna sticking out of it, ready to pick up signals, that would be picking up those signals when it's got a thing directly beaming signals at it. But I'm wrong, apparently. I'm terribly wrong. Because this thing has a range of 50 megameters. Or 50,000 kilometers, and that's well within the range of this. But it is not communicating. I don't understand it. There's nothing in the way. It's gotta be those reflectrons. It has to be. Let's go back to the Space Center and take a look at them in better detail. People probably know what my problem is, and they're probably facepalming as I'm talking, but you suck. Okay, this does say reflectron. This says communitron. So I guess that's the difference. Is that I need a reflectron and not a communitron. Okay then. So I'll redesign my satellites and I'll get them in orbit. And if I'm successful, I will have a quick clip showing my success at the end of this video. If I'm not successful, this video is going to end about now. Okay, I think this works. There's no line going from here to here, but I think that might not matter. I do have these connected. Though I had to activate... I have to activate both of these and point them at the vessel that I want to be communicating with. So I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work for a communications network, but I looked at Scott Manley's setup, and this is almost exactly the same kind of satellite he has. 2 of these and 1 of these, and he's able to do long-range communications, I guess? I'm not sure. I don't understand, really. But whatever, I guess this will work. I hope. So the only thing left for me to do is get Jebediah back down. Now we do have a slight problem. Whenever the satellites are going on the dark side of the planet, they do lose electrical charge. This is because I didn't put enough battery power on them, I suppose. Oh well, I guess. Right, so we're just gonna keep on burning, and this will bring our periapts down well into the atmosphere, which is all we really need. Honestly, this thing is a lot more fuel than it really needed to. So with that, I can decouple this. Bye! And it will burn up in the atmosphere on its own, so that's good. Alright, we're back down to where the atmosphere is actually at. So, because I have those electrical charge problems, I think I might have a potential goal for me to do to fix that problem. I think, if I remember correctly, you can put batteries inside of those storage containers. So I think I can bring up some batteries and add them to the satellites. I think. I will double check when I actually land and get back to the KSC. And then I will detonate the explosives on the non-operational satellites, and that's my explanation. I have explosives on everything, and I will just explode things when I don't have use for them. I don't know what else I could say to... Hey look, there's the thing. Bye! We're gonna crash. Bye! So, I guess that I will rejoin you guys after I have landed Jebediah and am back in the VAB to double check and make sure I'm actually remembering things the right way. This is very pretty. Oh, look at that! I even managed to get a little bit of science out of that. So I guess it wasn't a complete waste of time if my communications network actually ends up not working. But let's go and make sure that I actually can put batteries in that storage container. Let's just grab that, and let's see, it's a utility item. Okay. Let's see, it'd be in utilities. Yes, I can bring at least these tinier battery packs. That looks like it's about it. Okay, so... Good, I can bring battery packs. Telus LV Bay Mobility Enhancer. What is that thing? I don't know. How many battery packs can I bring, though? I can bring, like, 4 at a time, which is probably exactly the amount of batteries I would like to bring. How do I have the radioisotope thermoelectric generator? I think there might be a... I don't think I have that yet. Do I? I don't remember seeing that. I don't think I actually have the thermoelectric generator myself. So this is letting me add things I don't have, apparently. Yeah, that's... We're just gonna pretend I don't have that ability. Okay, so I can actually bring some batteries up and upgrade the satellites so that they can actually stay charged on the dark side of the planet, which will be great. I think I'll have to make a special ship. Well, I'm actually probably not going to have to make too big a difference. I could probably mostly do it all with the exact same ship. Jeez, I need to enunciate a little bit better. I could probably do it all with the exact same ship for the ComSat deliveries. Just, you know, remove this part, and it'll actually be a lot later, so it'll be easier to get into space. And... what would I put there instead? Nope, I want that. How would I do this? Because I want to make sure it's balanced. I need to have at least enough to bring up... So I can store them all there, which will work out just fine. Let's do it a little more like that. Move those down a little bit. Like that. And 4 battery packs each. I like how it does actually tell you the weight. The mass. Sorry. Okay, so does that do it for all of them? No, it doesn't. Okay, so... cheat seed this a little bit. There's nothing in there. It's got 4 battery packs in there. Okay, so if I do this... it's got all 4 battery packs. Okay, so now will it clone the contents if I do that? No. So I have to add each one individually. Well, that's alright. I'm going to be bringing up way more battery packs than I actually need. How about if I do that? I'm not sure what else I would actually want to add. Because I could make it different. See, I could make it different, and I don't know. This is difficult to decide because there's not really much point in bringing up all the batteries. Or each container completely full of batteries. That's what I mean. But at the same time, it wouldn't really hurt. Yeah, I think I'm just overthinking this a little bit. I think I should just take this and drop it down to 3. It's slightly less balanced the way I want, but it should still work. But we're not going to be doing that this episode, because we've already done enough stuff, I believe. Enough variety. So, that's going to be the end of this episode. A bit. I think I'll just throw a nose cone on here, because I don't know what else to put there. But, yeah, that should be good enough. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave. Next time we're going to go up and we're going to add some more batteries to our satellites, which will be kind of different. And I think I will have to... Ooh, actually I could... We'll only add 3 batteries. We're going to add 1 strut endpoint to each pack. So we're going to have slightly more weight, but that's alright. That way I can connect the ship to the satellite and it will not drift away. Balls to it. We'll just bring the batteries. I can do this all. It'll be fine. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave. I will see you in the next episode when we bring up some batteries. Take care, guys, and goodbye.